Hello and welcome to FTL. I am RMP792 and frankly after the last couple of weeks playing Princess Evangile, I needed a little bit of a break. However, I still wanted to produce, at least a couple of videos. So I figured, what the hell, I'll do FTL. I'll spend a week, doing a few run-throughs of it and, put up a review on Friday. Anyone who's seen the Sunless Sea Let's Play knows that I really like FTL. I happen to think it's a very good game. And I would strongly recommend you check it out. But just to give you a good idea of if you'll enjoy it, I'll do a few run-throughs. Now then, you will notice that I have unlocked every single ship. I haven't managed to achieve victory with the Mark III version of the stealth cruiser, but other than that, I have managed to achieve victory on everything, though that is playing on coward difficulty. So, what I am going to do is just play with a random ship. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to close my eyes, click this random button 3 times, go over here, and yeah, okay, that's the start button, and start. So, what do we have? Artemis and... this has got to be the rock cruiser. Okay. Not a bad little ship. I'm not a massive fan of missiles, to be honest. But we will see where this run takes us. Incidentally, if you're not aware of how my channel usually works, if you want to comment on something that I do or say in the video, please feel free. I do make an effort to read every comment. However, be advised that it's much easier for me if you would timestamp the point in the video at which I said whatever it is, for the simple reason that that makes my life so much easier, because otherwise I will forget. So, if you're not aware, in FTL you are running away from an enemy fleet. A store straight off the bat, that is shockingly useful. Admittedly, we've got almost no money, but still. The clone base pretty useful, actually. Incidentally, this is the advanced version, which... oh, come on! Flight Mark II in the first thing. Joys are loads of stuff you want but cannot afford. When I could sell the rock plating, which... I don't actually like the rock plating that much. I don't think it's that good, so I'm perfectly happy getting rid of it. And the hull missile, so I can buy that flat cannon. Yoink. Because I'll freely admit, I have a preference for laser weapons, but flak weapons can be pretty darn nifty as well. So, okay, we have that. Reasonably happy with that. So let's jump to there, I think. Okay. A mercenary hails you. Greetings, friend. We've heard tell of your quest and are here to offer our valuable services. Okay, don't need to delay them, can't afford it. Could do with scouting the sector, to be honest, so I think we'll do that. So having our map updated is useful. Okay, let's avoid those. And let's go to this one. You spot a small rebel ship nearby, and it seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat. It does not seem to want to engage you and your ship. Okay, demand the surrender of their goods, and you prepare to secure their cargo by force. It looks like they don't want to fight, so they are trying to escape. Okay, with that drone, they could be a problem. So I'm going to target the shields with a flat cannon. Oh, bugger. Knew that was going to happen. Okay, you huts, get over there. Well, that's their shields obliterated and their engine delayed. Not by much, though. Come on. I've got a feeling they're going to make it and run away. Come on. Fire! They're going to jump. Oh, come on! That's the problem with the flak cannon. It's slow to charge. Or the flak Mark II, anyway. Okay, get that doors system fixed up. Ah, well. We didn't really lose much there, so let's go to something that's definitely going to be a combat encounter. Pirates. Them I can destroy and not even feel slightly bad about it. Admittedly, targeting a ship like this with flat cannons is annoying. So as you may have gathered, the circle around there is where the flat cannon will aim at. Oh, come on. And the ship is on fire. As I don't know if I'll probably do sort of 5 runs and just release them over the course of Monday to Friday. You can feel free to not watch them all because there's a limit to how much interesting commentary I can give. So one of them I might just role play and spend the entire thing giving orders like I'm actually in charge of the ship because, well, I'm a nerd and I happen to think that would probably be quite fun. Target and fire. That's why I like the flat cannon. When it hits, it does a lot of damage. Sorry, I keep forgetting to actually read out these text boxes. With the pirates gone, you signal the station. We appreciate what you've done, but there'll just be another ship looking to profit from our isolation soon enough. Sorry, we can't give you more. Yeah, that's alright. A few bits and bobs. Definitely worth it. You detect a rebel scout on an attack approach to a small refueling outpost. Their weapons are charged, but they're not firing yet. Alright, let's intervene to defend the outpost. The rebel responds to your threat. I don't know who you are, but no one defies the rebel fleet. And they move to engage. Okay, target their engines, which should hopefully hit their shields and weapons as well. Yep, back up. I do like the fact that you can vent air into space in order to suffocate fires. That's a nice idea. Just try not to suffocate your crew while you're at it. Seriously? Okay, the fact that their engines are fried is quite nice, but... oh, bloody hell. Missiles. We're getting our ass handed to us! Okay, good. Because I don't claim to be great at this game. I am pretty competent at it. Providing I don't do anything too stupid. Usually okay. Good. Do with getting some more power to the weapon system so I can have both the missile launcher and the flat cannon good to go at once. But okay, that single cannon's not a danger to us because it can't get through our shields. And they're out of sequence now. That's one thing about the AI in this game, it's a bit stupid sometimes, in that it has a habit of firing weapons the second they're ready rather than at a time at which they'd be useful. The ship breaks apart and you quickly salvage what you can. And the outpost hails you. The pompous bastards expected free service just because they defeated the Federation. Take this for the help. Yay, some more fuel. Still can't believe we lucked upon a Mark II flat cannon in the first shop. Your scans reveal an ore refinery and several factories all standing still and empty. No life signs detected. Let's go to that distress signal, I think. Once you arrive at the location of the distress call, a civilian ship hails you. Thanks for responding to our beacon. Our FTL navigation has gone haywire, and we can't plot a course to the nearest depot to get it fixed. Could you lead us there? Yeah, let's lead them to their destination. Take this bit of scrap as a down payment. We'll use your job signatures to follow you. We're really happy you're helping us out here. Okay. It's a trap. I'll wait. This particular quest has a reasonable chance of being a trap. The AI of a nearby small rebel scout immediately identifies you as a threat and engages. Oh, bugger, it's got a mind control device. Flaming hate the mind control devices, they're annoying. You can counter them if you've got your own, which I do like. Until I've got a clone A, I've got to be careful because I don't want to accidentally kill any of my guys. Gotta get back to work. Fire! Oh, that is really satisfying. You go get healed. Okay, I think now would be a good time to upgrade the ship a little. So let's put an extra couple of points into shields and reactor, which means we can now get 2 whole points of shield, which is one of the best things you can do at this point in the game, because that makes you pretty much invulnerable for the next couple of sectors, unless the enemy has missiles. Okay then. Probably ought to get that. Actually, yeah, I have to. Everybody get in there and fix that. Might as well take this opportunity to repair the ship. These rockmen are pretty tough. Right. Now, go get healed up. And very good. Everybody back to your stations. I do like that they added these 2 buttons, incidentally, because they're not in the base version of the game. Though, if you put it this way, if you buy FTL now, this is the version of the game you get, because the enhanced edition or something like that was a free update. So, you escort the ship to the requested beacon, and much to your dismay, you are ambushed by a rebel ship. You walked right into their trap. No, I think you'll find they walked into mine, because they have a couple of fairly weak lasers. So watch what happens when they shoot me. My shields went down. And now they back up long before their weapons recharge. Target their engines. Could have sworn I said engines. That's the only thing around that area that didn't get hit. This is why I prefer laser weapons. And don't get me wrong, flak weapons are really good, but I maintain the most overpowered loadout you can get is Burst Laser Mark II, Burst Laser Mark II, Burst Laser Mark II, and Burst Laser Mark II. There is absolutely nothing that can stand up against it. You are considerably more well armed than I would have thought. We surrender. No, sorry, we need the scrap. You can attempt to run all you like, but I am going to shove a missile right up your engines. Oh, bugger, they're going to escape. Come on. Hit with the missile. Hit with the missile. Ah, oh, come on! That is twice now in this Let's Play that has happened. Son of a... Oh, well, let's just head towards the exit for this sector. You see a civilian space station with heavy damage, and you receive a message. We've been hit hard by the war. We need some more drone parts to speed up our repairs. We'll buy some from you, if you have extra. Yeah, well, I'm not planning to use drones in this build, so I think we can sell some drone parts for some scrap. Don't have many to sell, but okay then. Okay, I prefer to avoid nebulae where possible. So we're going to have to run through at least one nebula sector, whichever way we go. So I'm thinking I'd rather do it earlier than later, so let's head through the rebel-controlled area. At one point, this was the most commonly travelled sectors, and knowing that, the rebels have stationed a large number of fleets here. Be careful. There are no other ships near the beacon, however you detect a small communication relay. You tap into it without a problem, and there's no encryption. Most of the chatter revolves around troop and fleet movements. It's not particularly interesting. Troop movements, that'd be useful to know about. You receive a transmission. Sorry, sir, this is nothing personal, but you're under orders, and the rebel ship's weapons go hot. And they don't have enough firepower to mess with us, but... Alright, target the drone bay, prime the flak cannon. I want a hard shot from midships. I don't know if midships is a thing on spaceships, but screw it. Target, and fire. And their drone bay is down. Good. Okay, target this empty space here. Prep the flak cannon. And... fire. The enemy ship appears to be powering up its FTL. It's trying to escape. Yep, that one didn't have much luck escaping, did it? The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. I've got to say, it's actually really hard to be a good person when you play FTL. The amount of times that it's just not practical to accept surrender because you need the scrap is ridiculous. You arrive at the beacon and immediately detect a pirate ship. It seems that this distress beacon was a trap. Flat cannons, target and fire. Bugger, they've actually got a missile launcher, this might get sticky. And they've got a super shield drone, interesting. I haven't seen one of those yet. Come on, come on. Oh god. Get our engineer over there. Yeah, so we can knock down their super shield. The problem is going to be that missile launcher. Target their engine bay, let's see if we can take it out with... Okay, come on. Yes! Perfect. You are considerably more well armed than I would have thought. We surrender. Yeah, I'm going to accept their offer of surrender on this one. Because frankly, I don't fancy continuing that fight. I think what I will do is put another boost in weapon control and bring the Artemis missile launcher online. Without active sensors, you have no other option but to look out of the viewports in apprehension. It's eerily quiet. Okay, we've got a decent bit of time before the fleet gets here. So we've got to get to it from either there or there. So I think what I'll do is I'll head up, loop round, and depending on how much time, I'll either jump to the exit from there or from there. Okay. Planning ahead, it's always a good idea in this game. By the time you notice the rebel ship behind the beacon, it's too late to avoid a fight. Ah, great hacking. And they're targeting our shield. They're actually playing smart this game. Okay, get the shield back up quickly. No, bagger. That was actually a really good combination by the enemy. Well played to them. Okay, get the Artemis missile launcher online. I want their hacking bay taken out of the equation. Perfect. Okay, as soon as it's online, I want the flat cannon charging. Okay, I don't know for certain, but I would not be at all surprised to find out they've got a repair drone. Given that they've got an active drone bay but nothing outside, that implies to me it's probably a repair drone. Need to get around to upgrading the sensors, actually. Flat cannon fire. They offer to give you some of their goods if you don't destroy their ship. Kinda need the scrap. I'm a terrible person when I play this game. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Okay, let's upgrade the sensors. We've got a store there. We could do with popping in to repair the ship. Okay, we're going to go to there, we're going to loop up, we're going to loop around. Oh, hell. You arrive in the middle of a plasma storm, and despite the harsh conditions, a rebel scout seems to be waiting for you. Okay, but they've only got one pop gun. We can't dodge it with our engines disabled, but it won't be able to penetrate our shields. Flat cannon is still charging. I want it targeted directly on their weapons bay. Fire! Okay, good hit, good hit. Redirect, target our engines. Okay, here we go. Flat cannon charged in 4, 3, 2, 1, fire! Good, clean hit. Okay, repeat target. Target their engines. Bring the flat cannons up. Target in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have clearly bested us. We merely request our lives. Sorry, need the scrap. I'm a terrible person. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Okay, we're going to have to shut the O2 bay down long enough to power the engines and get the heck out of here. You enter a system bustling with rebel activity. Supply freighters and resupply stations are dwarfed by a few heavy warships. Luckily, no one seems to be paying much attention to small cruisers. No ships are scanning or messaging you. Right, let's restore power to everything. And let's get the hell out of here. You receive a generic advertisement from a nearby public shipyard. It seems they're willing to work on any ship, not only those of the rebel hue. Crew teleporter. All the stuff I could use. Need the Artemis. I could do with some hull repairs. But I find it... Okay, the clone bay is too useful not to get when it's available. So I'll buy what few hull repairs I can afford. Which unfortunately isn't a lot. You follow the stress beacon to a tiny asteroid belt. You find a small ship struggling to maneuver through the field. Hail them to offer some assistance. They respond, "Help! Our shields are down, we won't last long!" Okay, let's try and do the right thing. Let's try and shield their ship fuels. You succeed in preventing them from being entirely destroyed, but your ship took a number of hits in the process. They offer some scrap and the fuel they were mining out of the asteroid as thanks. Okay, we got a lot of fuel after that, so I think we can afford that. Oh, that fire. Actually, to be fair, when you're playing with a rock cruiser, fire's not that bad, because rockmen aren't affected by fire! Okay then. Okay, we've at least got time to go there and there. Don't know if we'll have enough time for there, we'll have to see. You see a civilian space station with heavy damage, and you receive a message. We've been hit hard by the war. We need more drone parts to speed up our repairs. We'll buy some from you if you have extra. Yes, we do. Have some drone parts. I think we might just make it to all 3 destinations. A small shuttle appears on the local radar. Turns out it's a rebel automated scout. The ship starts to power up its FTL drive, and if it gets away, it'll no doubt warn the fleet of your position. Ion cannons and missiles. Odd combination. No idea why you'd need both. Oh well. Artemis missiles target that bridge. Good. It's not going anywhere. Flat cannon. Repeat the process. Target that bridge. Biggest possible target. Artemis missiles, take him down. The ship breaks apart and you feel relief in the knowledge that you will hopefully still be one step ahead of the enemy fleet. Yeah, we are good. We are just ahead of them. A rebel ship moves to engage and you attempt to open communications, but you realise the futility of that action when you see that the ship is run by an AI. Okay, he's going to be hostile, but he's nothing I can't handle. Let's save the missiles, I think. Because there's not much point wasting them on an engagement I can handle without breaking a sweat. Good. Plus it's good to give these guys a chance to practice their skills. Black cannon, target their primary engines. Fire in 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump the gun a bit there, weapons officer. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. You've arrived at the long-range jump beacon, and when the FTL is charged, you can jump to the next sector. You come across a large trade station. However, as soon as you approach, a warning goes out to all ships in the region. Do not associate with the Federation sympathizer. All who oppose the rebels will be punished. Let's search among the stores, see if someone will sell to you. You apparently spoke to the wrong person in your search for a store. Warnings go off and you detect an automated rebel ship moving in to attack. And of course it's one of them. Bloody... I hate those things. Get in there and stop him breaking our weapons systems. Missiles target enemy mind control rays. Good. Flat cannon target enemy bridge. That thing's got enough firepower in that ion cannon to be a problem. Yeah, guys, get over there and get that fire out in the O2 bay. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Excellent. Yes, fire in the oxygen bay, very bad. At least partially because my usual method of getting rid of fire is just to open the doors to space. It is. Actually, that's a bad idea there. Thinking about it, because if that went... Okay, good. If that fire had managed to take out the doors, I wouldn't have been able to close them again. Not until I fixed them. That would mean exposing my guys to space, which sucks. It doesn't kill them instantly, they just suffocate. The gases that make up the nebulas on this sector threaten to impair your systems, but you have to press on. Okay, let's try and stay out of the nebula as much as possible. You receive a message from a small colony. They're looking for some military supplies and offering to improve your reactor in exchange. Yes, I think I can agree to that. I don't need the drone parts, and missiles aren't too bad. You make the exchange and the team comes aboard to try and improve your reactor. Okay, the next point in the reactor. Good. Put that into the engines. So I think I'm going to put a few more points into the engines. So let's get our evasion up to, better than a 1 in 3, slightly better than a 1 in 3 chance of dodging the enemy. A black market weapons trader spins you a tale of the dangers of the nebula before pushing his wares. I'm sorry, I'm just going to attack you for being a dick. Seriously, if you try to buy the weapon, they almost always screw you over. It's got like a 10% chance of actually giving you something worthwhile. Target their engines. Besides, if your weapon was so amazing, you'd have it mounted on your own ship, and I wouldn't be about to absolutely annihilate you. Target their... Yeah, let's target their oxygen just for a laugh. There's only one type of enemy ship that it's actually really worth targeting the oxygen. But can work sometimes if you get lucky. Alright, you win! Here's some equipment from our stores, leave us alone! Yeah, alright, we can accept that offer. Still need to get the hull patched up. I'm suspecting this run's probably going to end badly. Your ship emerges quite far away from the beacon, and you see a rebel ship waiting nearby, undoubtedly stationed to look for you. Let's attack him then. Ooh, it's got a clone bay, cool. Flat cannons target enemy engines. Aha. That's the main advantage of those, they're not very accurate. Oh, that's the main advantage I got when they use them. I don't tend to use them much. Would open my mouth, wouldn't I? Okay, good. Sounds like we've got a hull breach on the enemy. Incidentally, we have the sensor upgrade that allows us to see inside enemy ships. It's just that, well, the nebula clouds all the sensors. Which, to be fair, is quite a good gameplay mechanic. Take everything and let's both forget this happened. Yeah, alright, we'll accept that. Come on, an ion storm, really? You jump into a sector in the nebula beset by a plasma storm. Sorry, it's a plasma storm, is it? Okay. An automated rebel scout stationed at the beacon moves in to attack. Okay, let's try and outrun it. You successfully lose the ship in the storm. Good, because I bloody hate fighting in plasma storms. It's annoying because you only get half your energy reserves. You detect a Mantis expeditionary vessel returning home with its haul. So determined are they, in fact, that they don't wait to see if you're hostile before firing. How polite of them. Oh, let's get power restored to everything. Artemis missiles. Huh! I always forget that can happen. Launched a missile and it got hit by one of their lasers. By pure blind chance. Good hit. Artemis missiles. Target their weapons. Good. Now these guys probably ain't gonna surrender. And there's no point wasting another missile on them. So flat cannon, fire. Yeah, they're down. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Well, that to me seems like a pretty decent point to end this first part, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next.